Greetings, travelers. I'm Henry Silver, and welcome back to another episode of Starfield Shipwright. Today, we're going to be looking at the interiors of my favorite hab, the 2x1 Armory. Each of the 2x1 habs can be split into a middle and two ends. Keep in mind that snapping things to the outside of the habs will alter the interior. The middle will always stay the same, but things in the ends will rearrange or disappear entirely when something is snapped to them. Now let's go! We'll start with the Deimos Armory. Well lit like most of the Deimos habs, the Deimos Armory has the most weapon racks of all habs. There are also plenty of crates and backpack hooks in the middle, along with a helmet display case. And here's what it looks like with 6 portholes snapped to it. Next up is the Nova Armory. One end of the Nova Armory has storage and the middle has a few crates and backpack hooks. The other end is what makes the Nova Armory special. Mannequins. This is the only one of the 5 manufacturers' Armory habs with full-on mannequins so you can store armor. One more thing to note, this is the only Armory that adds to your passenger count. And this is what it looks like with 6 portholes snapped to it. Again, notice even though the benches in the back are gone, the mannequins remain. Next up is the Stroud Eklund Armory. This is almost an exact copy of the Deimos Armory, but with slightly dimmer lighting and a few less crates at one end. And here's what the Armory looks like with 6 portholes snapped to it. Next up is the HopeTech Armory. This is one of 2 armories with a cell inside. Both ends of this hab are storage, with the only weapons racks and crates sitting opposite the cell. Here's what it looks like with 6 portholes snapped to it. Notice the cell, since it's in the middle, remains. And finally, we come to Tayo. This armory is very similar to the HopeTech one, including a cell. The ends are storage with a few weapon racks and crates opposite the cell. And one last time, here's what it looks like with 6 portholes. Again, notice the cell remains. And that's going to do it for the 2-in-1 Armory interiors. Nova is definitely my favorite, while both the HopeTech and Tayo ones suffer from a bit of overconfidence. But I think you're just asking for trouble by placing weapon storage directly outside the jail cells. Just something to think about. Thanks again for coming to check out another episode of Starfield Shipwright. I hope you found something useful. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Henry Silver, and it's time for me to make like a tree and leave.